Good morning, everyone. Hi. How you doing? It's Kim, your party artist, here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. And today is Magic Tuesday. I had to think for a second. Yeah, Magic Tuesday. Wow, I know it's been a while. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I hope everything's going well for everybody. And yeah, welcome to my studio once again. And it is a glorious day. I am not working until later, so I don't have to worry about going anywhere right away. And I can spend time with you guys and say hello. Sorry about the hair. You know how it goes. Every day I come into the studio and I go, "Oh my God, what's happening to my hair?" No, it's not always like that. As you can see, I'm now prepared for the warmer, the colder weather. I'm wearing my well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm friends with the people over at um, Space Space Weather News, and I've got myself my own Space Weather News sweater, sweatshirt.com, spaceweathernews.com. That's where I go to find out about all the latest news going on with not the world per se, but with the whole world. And not just going on just beneath your feet, but all the way up into the stratosphere and the cosmos and everything like that. So, hey, I go for everything. When I do it right. Oh my gosh. Okay, one day, I'm gonna have a stylist to have me looking right when I come on, and also having like somebody with somebody. Don't say that. Don't do that in the background, because it's a free for all when I go out and start talking. So I hope you're doing great. Yeah, it's Magic Tuesday. Magic Tuesday. It's been a very magical week so far. Weeks. I think it's been a while since I came to do anything, just because I've been juggling new jobs and trying out new things, and it's kind of been interesting. Not as tough as my last jobs that I was doing. I actually feel like I'm a little bit less stressed out than I was before, so that's not too bad. And I get to dress nice once in a while. So even right now, I'm like, this is what I call very casual. And like, welcome to my channel. But honestly, I'm just, I'm glad you're here. And like I say, it's Monday, Tuesday, so it's Tuesday. I woke up and I fell back to sleep because I've been working all here is doing what it is. Hold on, give me one moment. If you can't make it look good, just put it up. That's what I always say. So let me just put it up for you. I got lucky as I got older. I figured out how to put up my hair without using any kind of like, bands or whatever. I just kind of swirl it in my fingers and top it up at the top of my head and hope it stays. Eventually it falls out, but sometimes it stays a little longer than I hope. There we go. All right, now I feel a little bit more productive. All right, there we go. All up and away from my face. There we go. And now I'm looking a little bit more stable. Don't make me seem like I'm unstable, okay? I'm okay. I'm all right. There's nothing wrong with me. Yeah. So I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I've been having, yeah, it's just a lot to take on, like learning new things, but I love it. I enjoy it. It's something that I always find very fun. And I don't mind doing something different. I love the challenge. The challenge is what is the best thing, especially when you're trying to live a life of, like of an artist and you want to take on new things. I'm always into new things and always taking on new challenges. So I appreciate that. And okay. There's always stuff going on outside my door. Let me see what's been going on lately. Um, Somebody outside, obviously. There's my neighbor across the way, not lung butter that hacks up his lungs all the time, but behind us, she's got a guy. I guess you call him like a worker who goes and fixes everything for her. So he's out there right now. You know how you take the sidewalks and you make them nice and clean, and you get rid of all the extra grass around the sidewalks and stuff like that. That's what he's doing right now, and he's outside there. And I'm like, usually when I start out, there's no noise or anything going on. There's nothing going on usually, and then all of a sudden, like I start doing this, and it's like, what is that noise? Scrape, 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 scrape. I'm like, okay, what is that noise? And it's him. And he's got this little spade of some sort. It's down the sidewalk. I'm like, oh, that's great. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's still doing it. I gotta tell you, here's something for the city of Thorold. Take care of my tree, okay? I've got a tree that's right touching my house. The city of Thorold, we've called them several times, and although it's not our house, we have called them and let them know that the tree is encroaching on the house. They've come over and they've made marks in the road and they've done certain things, but then they've left and nothing. So now the tree is on top of the house. Squirrels are having a heyday. It's been great. I love the sound of pitter patter of little feet that are squirrels. So yeah, yeah. So there's lots going on today. What can I tell you? Later on, like I say, I've got some work to do, but that's later. And I did want to talk about something when I came on today. Oh, I want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a march for parents for their children to keep them safe and taking responsibility for the education that they've been having. And I don't know if any of you are knowing about how everything's kind of a little bit topsy turvy right now. Everything's just a little bit not what it used to be. It used to be up to the parents to be able to tell them, tell their children, how to direct their lives. But the teachers have decided to take over that role where a lot of parents are getting upset about it, I guess, and want to voice their opinions. And because of that, the teachers are also getting angry about that as well. Um, it's happening not just in Canada, but it's happening all over. There's some kind of um, strange agenda going on, which I don't know what the final outcome will be. But all I know is I'm glad that I decided, well, it was a decision not to have children just because of the fact that I'm an artist. And being an artist, I really don't have a lot of stuff. And most of the stuff I have is like art stuff. And, I'm one of those people that kind of like, I've been a clown. I love kids and everything like that, but it wasn't in my it wasn't in my cards this time to have any offspring because I figure um, there's a lot of stuff that's in this world, and I knew what was going to happen. It was funny because, like I say, when I was young, um, like I knew I wanted to be an artist, and I knew at the age maybe 14 or 15 that things were not going to be so good as our parents were telling us it was going to be. I remember um, being 15, and there was so much going on. Uh, well, yeah, let me begin. Uh, let's see, because this is like the long trail back with my life. I think because I started off with my mother with a stroke, and then when I was 11, my dad passed away. And I was raised by my stepmom. She became my guardian, and I call her mom too because she's wonderful. Um, so I really didn't have parents per se in my life, but I did have people pointing me in the right direction. So I was never I remember playing with boys when I was young, but never thought of myself being a man trapped in a woman's body. Like that never occurred to me. I never thought to myself, "Wow, I like women more than men." No, I've always liked men. Men have always been my downfall. Let me tell you, I have some men stories I could tell you. Oh boy, yeah, wow, those are the days. And being faithful to one man for over 25 years is a really nice thing because there's so many things you don't have to explain yourself. There isn't so much you have to do. It's just a matter of being there for the other person. It's great experience, and it's so nice to know that it's an equal love, and that's important. I think that's what the main point of doing anything is just to be loved, reciprocated with the love that you give out, you get back. Yeah, isn't that magical? That's magical, I find. And I also like for okay, so I had maybe a handful of lovers, and most of the lovers I had, oof, yeah, they taught me a lot, and I can't complain. So the where I've come from where I've been is a long road, and it's been fun. It's been interesting. I've done a lot of things in my past where it was like could have been very questionable. There was very a lot of things in my past where things could have gone horribly wrong because of being put in the wrong circumstance at the time. There are many times where I've been, oh my gosh, thank goodness I got out of that situation when I did. So you live and you learn and you love life because of it, right? Because this is the point in your life where you have to be so, you know, you have to be you have to take responsibility for your life. That's the main key is being responsible for not only your own life, but if you were to take on another person's life, like for instance, well, not even another person's life, well, us being partners, my hubby and I, that's a responsibility. As a responsibility was when we had our two baby doggies. I loved Bella and Mina. They were so beautiful, my beautiful dogs, and I will never have another. There will never be another out there like that. So, I mean, there's so many things that you learn as you take responsibility for your love. You take responsibility for the love that you give out and give back to people. It's really kind of interesting. Yeah, today was a very, I mean, I went back to sleep, had a very interesting rest, had really interesting dreams, and thought, I should tell you guys that, this life is just all full of magic. And you have to be out there. You have to go out there and discover it for yourself. And a lot of people say don't take advice from people who haven't gone anywhere. Well, I have gone places, and it's true. I have seen a lot of things. I have gone off this continent onto another continent. I have been to a warmer tropical climate. I have gone into the states. I've had my art be part of that as well. So I mean, I appreciate the life of what I have got from it and what it brings. So many days and many hours pass, and too many things happen along the way, and we all live and learn from every experience that we have, right? And funny enough, like the experiences that I've had recently where I've made more friends on the internet as well is kind of interesting too, just because of all those years that we got locked away and told we were bad because we were sick from a cold, and then them injecting us with gene therapy, which if although they've just said on just recently that they don't know how to make a cell, but they know how to manipulate cells to change them and metastasize cancer and to make all these metastasized uh, things that are supposed to be meat but aren't, and there's so many changes going on, and like I say, with tomorrow, I don't know how many people are going to be attending. I hope that people are feeling responsible enough for their children to want to do something about it. I think the overreach has gone a little bit too far, and I remember back in the day where I used to think, well, I never used to think very much about the government. Well, all I knew about the government was that I had to do my income taxes when I turned 16. And if I needed a job, there was a place I could go to look for a job. Other than that, I was on my own. If I wanted welfare, people said people on welfare. During my day, it was a handout, and it was kind of a easy cop out and stuff like that. And I understand there's some hurting people out there who can't work, right? But then there's some people who can use their minds over their bodies and still be able to function properly. If you want to be a part of life, you have to be a part of life. And like I didn't do that. I didn't want to be a burden on anybody in society, because let alone enough things were happening in my life, because not only, like I say, lost my parents when I was younger, but when you have friends that you think are your friends, but then you realize they're not really your friends. They're more of just trying to influence you badly into doing things that uh, that you don't have any control over, and that's a scary thought too, to not be in control of things, and letting somebody else take responsibility for your things when you know you're in control of your own body, you're in control of your own mind, you are in control of your own situation. You can be the perfect person you want to be if you want to be it. I guess that's what it is. And I'm still planning. I still like, even though I'm well into my 50s, and I've been told many times, "Oh, you don't look like you're 50. You don't seem like you're 50." I don't. I don't play my age. I play my feelings. I play the way I feel for everybody that's around me. So I hang out with a lot of younger people, so I feel younger, and that makes me, less pessimistic, a little bit more hopeful. I do have hope for the future. I just hope that the kids can help the parents get this all straightened out, because sometimes the parents think they know everything, and the parents don't know everything. I don't know if I told you this, but when I grew up, I went, you know what? These people who are older, they don't know what they're doing. Like, this is crazy. And that's when I learned, like, around when I was about 15, 16. Um, Even about the wars, I learned about like the wars and how they just continued. Like, people didn't stop the war; it just moved to a different continent and just kept on going with strange doctors doing weird experiments on people that this is it's not right. I learn all kinds of things. I know all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of interesting, scary, terrifying, but it can be hopeful. It can be hopeful if people are all aware of what's going on, and can maybe band together. We need people that will kind of come and show people that we can do right. We don't have to fall into the traps that they give us. We can be stronger than the weakest link. I guess, I don't know. Some people think I might be the weakest link, because I feel like, even though I haven't accomplished a lot, I've done enough to be able to say something. But yeah, of course, not being a parent is probably, I know that's a very big responsibility, and kudos to those who can take on that responsibility, still have a lifestyle, and still take on that world, because it is very important. It really is. It's a it's a tough, if it's a tough call all the way around for everybody. Anyways, with that being said, Magic Tuesdays are always like, I love coming in on Magic Tuesdays and trying to give you a little bit of insight into what I love about, music, magic, history, and everything in between. Let me see if I can give you some interesting things to talk about. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking for some good content for you to. There we go. We'll see how this is. Hi. Are you there? Are you still there? Okay, good. Healing through art and cartooning and therapy. I'll explain this a little bit to you. Okay. Now, if I can move this over. Hold on. Okay. So usually I have Cartoon Mondays, and Cartoon Mondays are something that I really enjoy doing, and giving to everybody. I have my little board in the back over here. I haven't been able to pull it out because Mondays I've been working, and I'm working all the time. So one of these days I'll be cartooning, but healing through the art of cartoon therapy is really, really excellent. It is a unique form of therapy that helps you to kind of relate with the tools that you have in front of you, and goes through a wide range of issues. So I found when I was growing up having issues, cartooning actually did help me quite a bit. I have a few of my scrapbooks, sketchbooks around, where I have put a lot of cartoons in to kind of help me with that. The benefits of it, research has shown that art therapy provides a wide range of benefits, including the individuals who take part in it. Oh, which reminds me, in October we have Inktober coming up. and I do a cartoon every day in Inktober. Those of you who know me can follow me on Instagram. Can go take a look at some of my previous Inktober's and see some of the things that I've drawn and get some ideas for your own drawing coming up for Inktober. Look it up Inktober on Google and you'll find a lot about it. And it physically improves your mood, it reduces stress, it gives you emotional expression, and gives you a feeling of creative and interactive processes because it's very um, down to earth and makes you feel good. Now, who can benefit from it? Everybody can benefit from cartoon therapy, from visualizing it down to thinking about what would make something funny. Um, Individuals with special needs can who have difficulty articulating emotions or who have a cognitive and behavioral challenges can benefit from those who from the creative nature of this type of therapy. Elderly individuals with memory problems who have a limited social circle can experience a sense of connectedness through cartooning art therapy process. So the process, it's like an ongoing thing. It can be like a traditional talk. You can sit down and talk about what you want to draw. Uh, it also helps the client see humor in art and thusly making it more of a mood session. So it makes you feel good when you can bring something when you can draw something and bring it into the forefront, right? That's what makes it special. Uh, so, cartoon art therapy has been instrumental in the healing process for many individuals, and case studies have shown the effectiveness of cartoon therapy in helping children deal with trauma such as natural disasters, family traumas, any kind of social awkwardness can always you can draw it out and see it for yourself, and that way you can laugh about it or find yourself a little bit more into it, you know what I mean? um, Testimonials from individuals who have experienced cartoon art therapy claim that the creative process of the art therapy provides a safe place for them to express repressed emotions and gain better hindsight into their feelings. Yes, so in conclusion, uh, cartoon art therapy is an innovative, exciting approach and magical for traditional therapy that incorporates humor and creativity and bringing around a sense of healing for individuals of all ages. So the process can also bring many benefits. A power of therapeutic approach lies in the ability to tap into a client's subconscious, repressed emotions, or past experiences with a non threatening way to draw it out in detail, in insights and reflections that would otherwise remain unexpressed or repressed. So, cartoon art therapy is an excellent alternative to traditional talk therapy and has been seen as an engaging, interactive, and highly effective way to make on the healing process. And that's what makes it so good to do for people. And that's why I love, bringing you all the art and creativity that I can, especially on Cartoon Mondays. And also, today is Magic, but we also have coming up Wacky Wednesday and Entertainment Thursday here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. Friday, of course, is Freaky Friday, where anything is anything can happen. And I love to give a little bit of entertainment to you because it's always a part of my life. It's what I do too, and I hope that you enjoy what you see, what you get from this experience of being an artist in the Niagara area, like I have. Um, I know a lot of Niagara artists, and we all embrace our instinctive differences and express them very very vividly and emotionally. So too, I talk to a lot of them. I really do. So yeah, that gives you just like a little bit of an idea of why the reasons that I love doing the art that I do. So and let me see. Okay. So other things I will give you talk about at another time too, because I love giving you so much information while you're here, while I can give it to you. What else can I tell you? What else is new and exciting in my world? Let me tell you, there's always something going on here, and I want to talk about Brad Pitt. Of course, you know that's coming. I always talk about Brad Pitt. It's like one of those things that, now that I'm working in a men's clothing store, I try to dress men as if they were Brad Pitt. So when they come in and see me, I go, "How can I help you? What are you looking for?" And they tell me, and I say, "I'm going to dress you like a celebrity. You're going to look better than Brad Pitt." That's right. Yeah. And they go, "Whoa, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And you know what? It works. Use a little bit of humor. It always works. Yeah. Um, yeah. You know what? I haven't. This is really good. I've only had to block maybe two Brad Pitt imposters lately. That's good. That's good. I'm getting better. You know, this whole Brad Pitt thing that had started a little long time ago. That's how I met Jean. Jean Tuitt. She's such an awesome person. And again, we are planning to get together and do a just we're gonna sit here, we're gonna talk about the many, many different faces of the Pitt imposters that we've seen over the years here. Um, on on social media and even well she's actually seen him, like actually seen him, so that's kind of a cool thing, and she can give me a little bit more insight into what it's like to be an actress in Hollywood these days, because right now I know they're still having their strike, I believe, the SAG-AFTRA can't say it pronouncedly. Yeah, still having their bit of a thing going on too. But I want to talk about Brad Pitt because I like the last couple times I've mentioned things about it. It seems that he pops up again, and it's just like, okay, I'm only saying this because I appreciate his art. I appreciate the person that he is, and whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. But I wish that one day I wish him all the best, and I hope that one day he finds true happiness. Because it's when you find that one person that makes your life worthwhile, it makes all the difference. So, if anything, I hope he gets help and finds that special one that'll change his life forever. And I know it isn't me because I'm just like for the couple times that I've okay, I've had over 70 pit imposters. No, I'm not kidding. And of those ones, I've only had maybe a few that were I thought were oh my god. I think maybe this is him, but you know what? There's no saying whether or not because there's all kinds of Nigerian romance scammers out there. So Jean's told me. So I figured it's got to be some kind of scam. So if he really was out there, I'm sure I've offended him now to no point, and he probably like I can't stand this woman. I was like, yeah, yeah, I know, whatever. But I appreciate his talent. I appreciate the fact that he tries to make a living being the actor that he is, and I just like I just like the look. The look was great. I appreciate that, and um, I appreciate the fact that I can draw, and that's one of the things that I've always been kind of glad that I've got that ability to it. And because if it was bothering me, I could draw it out. So I actually did draw a lot of Brad Pitts because a lot of Brad Pitts were bothering me at the time. So draw out what bothers you. So again, going into art and cartoon therapy, see, it helped me quite a bit to get through it as well. So I have a lot of Brad Pitt portraits if anybody wants one. I know, I know. I'm trying to get one out to Jean as soon as I can, and when when we all start working and making decent coin around here, when we don't have to be repressed by our governments anymore, and actually start making some money or something. Oh, I gotta say, the worth of the dollar right now is plummeting to the point where. At least when you had monopoly money on the board of monopoly, you could at least buy a house, a hotel. You could buy services and buy railroads and things like that. with the money now, you can't buy diddly squat. Even gas is too expensive to buy. Everything's way too expensive. And that's my 30 minutes of talking about the fun of Magic Tuesday. Dare I go any further and divulge a little deeper into things that might be a little bit hmm, conciliatory? All right, but anyways, you know what? I should go because I've stayed my half hour, and I'm sure you don't want to watch anymore without me actually doing anything. Now, I wanted to mention. Remember when I was had that mattress that I was trying to blow up live? Well, hey, look it. I can now take a. Oh my god! I got it. I got to blow it up. I got to blow it up here, and I can now take a nap on my floor if I want to. Look at that. Yeah, see, it works. There's no holes in it, man. No, I think I'm going to take a nap after that. See, you can see that's the top of it. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go take a nap now. I think I deserve it. But I thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. And I'm so gracious that you stop in, all my 39 of you, and say hello. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website, um, Niagara Art Parties, because I got some nice art parties coming, niagaraartparties.com or .ca, as well as my, where's my, oh yeah, I got it right here. KimOverholt.com, KimOverholt.com, KimOverholt.com. Yes, yes, yes. And I will probably be listening to some Bob Marley in a little while and having a little bit of ganj because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, man. Okay. I hope you have a great day. I love you all. Um, I will see you as soon as I have another free day. I will make it so that we will do some cartooning together. And if there's anything you need in the meantime, let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe. Please make it more. Let's get to 40. Let's get to 50. Let's get to 60 people. Let's get to 1,000 so I can at least be monetized. Dare I say it? Whoa. I can make money doing this? Whoa. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. As my mama say, peace with brother with a little bit added, because I love my mama and I love my daddy and I love you. So thank you so very, 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 very much.